to accept the agenda. Is there a second? Second by Alderwoman Mary Willis. All in favor, stand by. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, and the motion carries. Thank you all. The first thing on the agenda is we're going to be hearing from our engineer, Mr. Larry Briggs.
Good evening. What I have on the agenda, the first thing on the agenda, and I wanted to talk about something else, but the first thing I got is pay request number 4 on the Hill Street, Cuba Street. This is not the final payment, but this is a progress payment in the amount of $36,542.17, and we would recommend approval.
I entertain the motion to approve the payment of $36,542.17 with Lake Construction and Associates.
So moved.
Been moved by Alderwoman Mary Weather. Is there a second?
No, second.
Second by Alderman Moore. Any discussion? Right side back.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carries.
The mayor had called me about a week or so ago about getting the fence back up. He's having some trouble with his subcontractor who's tied up, but I talked to him today and he feels like hopefully they'll be there first next week to get that fence back up that you called me about on the southwest corner. So
Is there anything they could do temporary because we're concerned about they having a football game? Drivable entry that they
he promised me that he's gonna call me back in the morning, so let me see if there's something he can do temporarily. Maybe he can simply roll the fence back out, even though it doesn't have post on it, and tie it off. I'll talk to him about it and see if he can do something.
That was the concern is that, they get ready to have a game and people
Just
trapped.
wander in. Yes, sir. Okay, I'll talk to him about that. The other item about Hill Street and Cuba Street, I did finally speak with the lady at Department of Finance about the possibility of using some of that money on Govan Street, and she basically said no. She said if the Senate bill had mentioned the street, then we could do it. So her suggestion was that, maybe come back in the fall and talk to the senator about seeing if he could add the street. But I talked with him and he thinks there's a better way to do it. So I think for now, we're just going to have to let it go and then get this contract, Hill Street, Cuba Street contract out of the way, and then we'll come back and revisit it in the fall. So,
Is Senator Wayne?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But with that thing, Mr. Fred, even if we're going to do some resolutions to do some street fence, do you think it'd be wise if we added maybe 4 or 5 other projects to it as well?
Well, I talked to Alderman Moore about that because he had a couple of places he wanted me to look, and I went and looked at those, and they're kind of hard to see because of the foliage. I did go to Huggins and look at Huggins, and something kind of clicked in my mind. I remember when they built that Huggins Street, it was part of the post office project. So there's a set of plans floating around out there somewhere at the utility department that we might can find. I think what's going on at Huggins Street is that pipe is leaking, okay? Now to answer your question, it's probably not a bad idea for the 2 that Mr. Moore's talking about. Huggins Street, maybe not, but there were at least 2 more sites that were submitted with Hill Street and Cuba Street that didn't get funded, and I'd have to look those up. So to answer your question, I think I would probably put together 4 or 5 drainage projects. Let's get an estimate together, get them to the senator, and then let him deal with them this fall. And I think he felt kind of confident that he could probably get something in there. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. So I would do it that way.
Sure, we need to get our resolution together for the upcoming sessions when they go back into session.
Yeah, let me get the estimates together. It might take a little time because we need the foliage off of his 2. And then the other one, I didn't get down in there, but I know what you're talking about, that paved ditch ends and it's blowing out. And so let me get the estimates together before we do the resolution. Then you do the resolution based on the estimate. Okay. Did y'all have anything else for me?
Anyone have anything else for? Anything else, anyone else have anything for Ms. Britt? Ms. Britt, get that job well done.
Do I now?
Yes, they said job well done.
Oh, okay, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Every now and then it happens.
Checking into that Govan Street too.
Okay. Well, and I'm gonna put together an estimate and just see how much it might be. It may be something small enough that we can come back and talk about it here. So, we'll see. Okay?
And I'm gonna say this so that the board can remind me too. But there's another project that we may want to put in there too, is on West Street, guardrails.
Okay.
Just pay us Hudsonville Road, we can get this.
I thought that was number 2.
Okay. Okay. All right. So it's just past Hudsonville going north on West Street?
They're about to finish.
By what? Oh, okay. Okay.
Just pay us this.
I'll look at it. Thank y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you. Next thing on the agenda is the Holly Springs Advancement Society.
Hello, friends.
How you doing?
Good, good. I am Alicia Evans. I'm the president of the Holly Springs Advancement Society. This, my friend, is Larry Rubin. He is our treasurer. And
Tanya Churchill.
we've got Tanya Churchill here as well with us. And then we have Michelle Anderson, who is our vice president, who is playing baby duty right now. Bless her. We are here today to try to fill a gap. There were some people in the community that approached us asking about if we could take on the trunk or treat, the Christmas parade, and the judging of the Christmas lights and everything around the community. From our understanding, Chamber right now is not really fully operational, so they will not be hosting these events. And we were told there was a need, and so we just wanted to approach the board to see if we could get permission to fill that gap and host these events for the community.
Permission granted. I want to thank you all for coming forward with that, because we will need somebody
That
to
easy?
fill that gap.
It's that easy. I'm gonna come more often. y'all.
Actually, I'd like to- If I could just add one thing.
But now, I'm gonna have to carry that.
No.
Don't take it back.
The Holly Springs Advancement Society is set up for just one purpose, to make a community of great people, to help make this community a great community. You already have great people. And especially for the people watching at home, if you want to help us, and we need a lot of help, not just for the things that our president just talked about, but we have other plans too. Please go to our Facebook page. There's a lot of information and you can jump in right there. Thanks.
Thank you all. Now, let me ask you this, and I'm getting ahead of myself before we prepare the motion. But with the Christmas parade and everything, then the financial assistance that you need from the city, or are you going to share the financial?
We're gonna tap into the community. That's where we'd like to start. I think it's very clear where the city's finances are, and if we can do this with the help of the community, if there are any businesses watching, we're coming. If there is anybody with any kind of resources that can help, we're going to ask, because, I don't know that any of us are really experts at throwing parades and trunk or treat, but we care. And so we're gonna figure it out. And, we will not ask the city for anything, but if you are a citizen of Holly Springs and you see my face, I'm asking.
I'm assuming y'all need a fire truck and some police.
Right. That's what I was fixing to bring up. We will
Yes,
need the
so
support.
I have gotten a download from past people who have put on the Christmas parade, of meetings that we need to have with the police department, the fire department, tourism, just to see what we can do to collectively make this thing happen.
Trunk or treat is what's coming up the earliest, and I'm at the board, is there anything you have done in the past for that, for trunk or treat? I think it's just a matter of something on the,
Didn't they block the road off? Trunk or treat. Block the road off on the square?
street closing thing.
Maybe close off.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We could bring that up later, but
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, we may need
Oh,
some
okay.
support for that.
Yeah, sure, bring it up. Good.
Now we've done all that discussion, I'm gonna ask for entertain a motion to let the Advanced Holly Springs Advancement Society give them permission to host trunk or treat and the Christmas parade for it.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
You all have a specific amount, goal that you're trying to reach to, for these projects?
No. First, we need a permission. You know, I have a ballpark figure of what this could look like. Trunk or treat is pretty much business specific. We do have a plan to try to get our organization members to sit in front of buildings that don't have, you know, that aren't necessarily participating for the square to be more full. So we will, you know, need donations for candy and things like that. Again, the community. And we're going to ask business owners, if you don't want to sit out there, can you at least donate the candy? And we'll put our people out there and represent you. But so for that, no. The biggest expense for the Christmas parade, from my understanding, is going to be a stage and a PA system. I've gotten a ballpark figure of about $3,000 for that. But again, once, you know, we needed the official okay first. And now that, you know, if we can get that, then we'll do the legwork to figure out funding and all of that as well.
I'm entertaining the motions to allow them, permit them to carry on those two activities.
Also moved.
Been moved by Alderman Fairweather, is there a second?
I'll say.
Second by Alderman Moore, any other discussion?
I would just like to say to the Advancement Society that they've been very, visual in our community with the, election time, hosting those debates and all
Thank
of
you.
that. And certainly expanding your reach, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. So reach out to churches, we have pastors here, and certainly, I hope it's a pastor as well. So we're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
I should add, all donations are tax deductible.
All right, any other discussion? All in favor, stand by. Opposed, nay. Okay, vote carries. Thank you all.
Thank you all. We look forward to seeing you there.
Just make sure we get the flyers so we can.
So we'll have a one pager that's gonna go out that talks about trunk or treat,
Gotcha.
all of that, so all of the businesses will know when things are happening, when they'll need to, you know, the roads will be closed and all of that. Yes, ma'am.
I would too like to remind you to come back prior to that, before, so we can get everything lined up, get everything.
Yes, sir. Thank you all.
Item number 4, motion to authorize transfer of Mr. A motion to authorize transfer of Mr. Jeremy Moore from full-time fireman to part-time fireman. Is there a motion? Then moved by Alderwoman Fairweather. Is there a second?
I think.
Second by Alderman Ship. Any discussion? All in favor, stand by.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carried. Motion to authorize transfer of Mr. Galen Strout from full-time fireman to part-time fireman. Is there a motion?
So moved.
It's been moved by Alderwoman Fairweather. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Moore. Any discussion? All in favor, sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carried. Item number 6. Motion to authorize transfer of Ms. Makia Dexter from part-time fireman to full-time firewoman, from part-time firewoman to full-time firewoman. Is there a motion? It's moved by Alderwoman Mary Wells, is there a second? Second by Alderwoman Hodges, in discussion? All in favor, sign of aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carried.
Thank
Item number 7, motion to authorize the resignation of Mrs. Yawanda Moden as part-time desk clerk with the Holly Springs Police Department. Is there a motion?
you.
It's been moved by Alderman Ship, second by Alderwoman Meriwether. Any discussion? All in favor, sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carried. Next, item number 8 is Crime Stoppers.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, members of the board.
Chief, how you doing?
All right. So today we're going to have Mr. Bobby Watson from Crime Stoppers of Marshall County. He's going to discuss with us about the current Crime Stoppers program they have here in Marshall County, and Holly Springs is the only municipality in Marshall County that's not included in this. I'll let you speak.
Good afternoon.
Yes, no.
I'm Bobby Watson. I'm currently the president of, technical name of it, I guess you could say, is Crime Stoppers of Marshall County, Mississippi. Reason we did, I'm sure you're familiar with it from Board of Supervisors. The reason we named it that, there's several states and 2 or 3 neighboring us that has a Marshall County. So we wanted to specify it was Marshall County, Mississippi. We do not have a Facebook page yet because there's some fictitious names out there that we're trying to get cleared up before we start that. We are up and running. We have, I'm thinking it's 5 board members. City of Holly Springs, I just got by partnered up last week. Holly Springs has not. I presented this program last year sometime, and it didn't get anywhere, but I thought I'd come again since, Holly Springs is the only one not. Now we have, I think we've received a couple of tips in the city limits of Holly Springs, which we have passed on to the police department. The only thing is the board will not authorize payment of rewards because Holly Springs is not partnered up. It don't cost the city anything. Where we get it, we are a 501c3 organization. We are strictly run by the board of Crime Stoppers. The city of Holly Springs, I don't know exactly how much. It's been a while since I checked, but we get our funding. It's a $2 fee assessed on all misdemeanors except registration and parking violations. All other misdemeanors, there's a $2 fee that is collected by the city. The city does not send it to Crime Stoppers. The city sends it to the Department of Public Safety in Jackson. The Department of Public Safety makes sure that there is a legit Crime Stoppers organization, and they will disperse the funds out. Funds out. We have a toll-free tip line. I'll give you that number. It's 855-743-4658. Or you can go you can download the P3 app on a phone or online, P3 online, and make a tip. It's completely anonymous. I'm sure you guys know that. What we would like to do, if you decide to partner up with us, I will need a copy of the minutes where it's approved. Email to me. I can get you that information, and I will send it to the correct person in Jackson, the lady that's over the Crime Stopper. She takes care of it. She's not over it. She takes care of it. You might say she's over it. She does all the legwork. But I can get that to them, and that's all it is. The city has some funds there. I've not checked it in a long time. It's not available to the city. It's not available to the police department. It's only there for Crime Stoppers. That's all it can be used for. And it's just sitting there. And we would love to have Holly Springs join up with us. Pottscamp has, Bahia has. If the city, according to our bylaws, the city cannot appoint members to the board. What we do, we recommend them to provide us with, you can have two. You provide us with 5 or 6 names and contact numbers. Everybody don't want to do it. It's volunteer, strictly volunteer. It don't pay a thing. I've been with it since day one, since they started, and it's been a struggle. It's been a long time. But, and we will interview those people or tell them, the guidelines and everything. If they want to participate, then our board will, vote them in or whatever. I guess that's about it. We'd love to have y'all join up with us.
How many members do you all have on the board? You say you had 5, so.
I think it's 5 or 6.
So, how many total will you have?
Well, we told Bahia they could add 2. They wanted their chief up there to be, we have a sheriff's department liaison. I'm sure you're familiar with. The tips, we're bridging the gap between the general public and law enforcement. They don't want to get involved with law enforcement, so they can call Crime Stoppers, and we forward the tip to our sheriff's department liaison. He in turns forwards it to whoever the police department wants to designate as their contact or whatever. Same as Bahia, we gonna have probably, when I think we talked about like 10 people, 10, 11, somewhere along in there, so.
Okay. So, but we don't appoint you, say we can submit several names and you all.
Submit the names to us, right, because it's not it's strictly controlled by the Crime Stoppers Board. We don't want to get politics in it. They cannot be an elected official, and they cannot be in law enforcement. You see me with a sheriff's department uniform on. I'm not in a law enforcement position. That's the only, and I presented that to our board before, when that took place, and they were fine with it. I don't have access to investigation records or arrest records or anything like that.
But with that being said, I'm going to entertain a motion to establish a partnership with Crime Stoppers. Is there a motion?
That's a move.
Then moved by Alderman Moore. Is there a second?
A second.
Second by Alderman Mirwell. Any other discussion?
So the $2 assessment, is that something that's already been, we'd have to add?
It's already been
It's
going
already
on.
there
Yes,
anyway.
yes. Yeah,
Nothing,
it's
nothing
nothing,
additional.
it's nothing new. the reason there's an amount down there now, and I would guess, if I had to guess, it'd be a guess, $8,000. But that's been collected ever since the previous Crime Stoppers, went under. They don't do anything, like I said, they don't do anything, they're holding it there. And as soon as, I get a copy of these minutes and everything, I send it to her, then they'll disperse it to us.
Okay, and my understanding from what you said, across to the city, it's already assessed to.
It's already,
fines
so,
that are collected.
right, the offender is the one actually paying the $2 fee. It's not the city. It's assessed on their fines.
Okay.
What obligations would there be for the city?
The only obligations, would be with, your contact at the police department. As far as the city, there wouldn't be any obligations just to partner up with us. You can get your own. You can do your own Crime Stoppers, but it's a headache, I'll tell you. We've been working on it since, probably 2020 years. So, the only thing we need is when you get a tip, when we forward a tip to your contact, police department contact, we have to follow up on it. It has to be updated because our call center is in Houston, Texas. And that's where the calls go to. And then they put them on P3 and all this. We can communicate with the tipster, but we have no idea where they're at or what their name is. They have a number assigned to them, a tip number, and that's all we know. And we go through the third party. So they don't know who's sending the question, or they know it's going to Crime Stoppers is what they know.
Any other discussion?
Yes, can you get that number close again?
Excuse me.
The phone number again?
Phone number is, let me get this thing open. 855-743-4658. We do have let me find it. I can get you a local. The local number is not for tips. It's an administrative phone number. It's 662-216-7476. That number is not answered 24 hours a day, but all calls will be returned from it because I have it at my house. And that's just for local information and no tips, no, if somebody wants to know about Crime Stop, if they want to call and say, hey, we want to donate $1,000, we'll take it because we don't have any donations started yet. But we are a 501c3 company. And with the state funds, they have to be used for certain purposes, and then your donations can be used, as you see fit on it.
Any other discussion?
May I have a question for Mr. Watson, if I may? The funds that are dispersed, they're not dispersed until the information that is given leads to an actual arrest. Is that correct?
As far as the reward,
Right.
right? It has to lead to an arrest, and you guys will be the one to make sure it's a verifiable good tip before we have, I don't know what the scale is. We have a scale set for different series of crimes, whether it's, small or large, it depends on that.
I have a question, just clarification now. Would that be just until the arrest is made, or that have to be, a conviction has to be included with?
The arrest.
Just the rest.
I believe that's just for an arrest. Because if you go for a conviction, sometimes that take 2 or 3 years. And 4 years, and we put it after the arrest. We making an agreement with the bank that we're only gonna honor that tip, because we have to give the information to the bank for the tipster number and the amount of the reward. And it pays up to $1,000. It's not $1,000 on every tip. It's up to 1,000. If you got 5 people that knows the same thing and call in, which is unlikely, that's $200 a piece, But it's up to 1,000.
That raises another question for me. Because, you say for the arrest, and I'm sure that you all have a method of going through the process. But if I were to call in, tip say, Alderman Ship, I saw him break the window out of that building and go in through it, and he'd go out and he's arrested, but he had nothing to do with it. So, that's why I asked about the arrest.
Right,
That's the process.
Right. They're gonna let us know that was not a verifiable tip.
Okay,
And that will not be paid.
all right.
Yeah, we ain't gonna give somebody some money just rat on somebody, on their friends. Most of the time, you're the one that commits the crime. It's probably gonna be somebody that knows them, that hangs out with them, that's going, hey, I could pick me up a couple $100,
All right. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carried. All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Partnership with, look forward to solving the problem.
All right, who do I need to get with to get?
Next item on the agenda is general city budget update. I will turn it over to Madam Clerk.
You all take a look at your desk. I did place on your desk the email that we received from Mr. Nick Shore from Government Consultants. And at the last meeting, we told you that we were going to get back with you with our options. And he did give us 2 options. One option was fund a 5-year note in the amount of $600,000, and the other was a fund tax anticipation note in the amount of $700,000. Take a look at the proposed draft budget. That's the thicker Excel spreadsheet. On page 2, you'll see where the shortfall note is included in there of the $600,000. And we also made a call today to Northeast Mississippi Planning and Development as well, in which they let us know that there were some funds available in the amount of $750,000. Tonight, we're going to ask for a motion to execute any and all documents to start the process of trying to apply for those notes so that we can get those done in the month of September. If you go through the proposed budget, with those amounts that were added in there, we were able to get the budget back down 3 pages from the back, a difference of $224,813.29. So I'm gonna ask that you all take this proposed budget back with you, look at the cuts, the ones that have been cut, have the asterisk out to the side. If you have any questions, you can give me a call. But please make sure you give me your recommendations so I can plug those numbers in and see if they'll work and make those recommendations and get back with the mayor and see if we can do, make those recommendations and get a balanced budget before September the 8th. Monday, before we have our public hearing.
And for the 244,000, further cuts.
Yes, ma'am. We did get it from 2 million where it was down to 224.
And
But
that goes to, the shortfall note in the, North Mississippi.
yes, but we will need authorization to execute any documents related to applying for those.
Ms. Jones, you also may want to know too, that we worked on the numbers, they got it down for, you said it down.
Yes, we did. And when we first got it, it was at 375 in the negative, but we did, Mayor and I worked again some more at about 430, pulling numbers, and we got it down to the 224. So we're still working diligently every, minute, every penny that we can find. We're asking for any recommendations that you all have that we can plug in to get us closer to a balanced budget.
And if you notice that Madam Clerk gave you the first option ahead was for a 5-year note from the, government consultants for that 600,000, so that's what we're looking at there, and then with the PDG, 750,000. So I would ask for a motion to execute those documents necessary to proceed with those loans. Is there a motion?
Yes. So this number 2 is that the same as the 750 or is that a different?
That's different.
Oh, okay.
That's what
The two that's on that sheet is
One or the other.
one or the other.
So moved.
been moved by Alderman Moore, and second by Alderwoman Merriweather. Any other discussion? All in favor, sign of aye. Opposed, nay. As have it, motion carried. I want to thank Alderman, Madam Clerk for working on this, and we've been crunching numbers all day apart.
I've been doing a lot of it.
Well, I'm not even on the part of it. So I want to thank you for that, and also I want to thank Alderman Moore. He did send a spreadsheet to you all as well to look at. He's been working on all weekend, so I want to thank him for the effort that he put into that as well. But we have until next Monday. Come back to us at $224,000, and you all can look at it, see what you think we can do to see cut from there. Get that. Okay?
Can I get clear on one thing, please, sir? May I get clear on one thing, please, sir?
Yeah.
On the 600,000 loan, where is it coming from, or where are you requesting that from?
It's gonna be a note, and that's from government consultants.
Government
We're gonna go to
consultants.
government consultants that's gonna help us with the paperwork and reach out to lenders.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Item number 10, motion to pay general bills and claims in the amount of motion to pay general bills and claims in the amount of $69,596.61. Is there a motion?
Also move.
Moved by Alderman Shipp. Is there a second?
A second.
Second by Alderman Moore. Any discussion? All in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carried. Item number 11. Motion to pay city utility bills and claims in the amount of $365,000 $150. Is there a motion? It's been moved by Alderman Ship. Is there a second? Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Moore. Any discussion? All in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you all. Item number 12, I need a motion, I will entertain a motion to approve August 12th, 2025 budget meeting minutes, August 14th, 2025 special call board minute meetings, and August the 19th, 2025 regular board minute minutes. Is there a motion?
It's so moved.
It's been moved by Alderwoman Hodges. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderwoman Merriweather. Any discussion? All in favor, sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carried. Thank you. Item number 13, Holly Springs Utility Department budget update. You are giving us this information here, and I'm not going to tell you to go through it now. I guess the question that I'm going to ask you, have you all created the balance of?
Yes, sir. It's in the surplus, minus our expenses, if we're able to collect, all the amount that is billed.
So not if, when we.
Exactly.
That is correct.
When we collect.
We'll be in surplus. Okay, I'm not going to attempt to even go through all of this. Now, you all saying that it's balanced, and we have until next week to go over it. And if we should have any questions, I guess we could come back to you then, unless someone has a question for you all tonight.
Some of the last items, that you all had on the foot, are taken out.
If you go to page 2 of the capital budget request, fiscal year ending 2026, at the bottom page, capital budget cuts are outlined in that table. Those are items that we took out of the capital.
Will you direct me to that, please, sir?
Page 2, bottom of the page, capital budget cuts.
On the capital budget,
It's on this one.
page 2.
Page 2. Page 2.
Page 2. Okay, where are we? Oh, capital budget cuts.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
No, it's the table. It's just,
Yeah.
these are the items that we took out of the budget from last year. or from the last meeting.
So explain that, the capital budget cuts graph, spreadsheet. I see, is it from the heading requested amount, high, medium, low?
So the requested amount is the amount, that's requested. So the high, medium, and low is just to show, the highest amount and the lowest amount, and then the requested amount, is the least amount to purchase the item. Right, so it has been removed from the capital budget request. And the remaining amount is the grand total that's there.
I have a question here on the camera system, which, every last thing on the page, $3,000. What is it?
I'm gonna, that was on the budget. When I tried to find out what that was about, I couldn't. I assume this, for the substations, putting cameras in the substations is one thing that, is a good idea, but is absolutely not necessary today. But if we can put cameras in the substations later, it would be a good thing. But that's cameras in the substations so that we can view what's going on out there 24 hours a day.
So if my understanding is correct, for the capital budget cuts, $745,000, $1 million that you cut from the capital budget.
Yes, ma'am.
And all of these items. Fit that total.
Yes, ma'am.
Question on one of your cuts, and you did say you have surplus.
Yes,
I
sir.
haven't looked on here to see how much the surplus was, but when you have something like reworking the sewer substation on Crescent Meadows, would that not be like preventive maintenance, and if so, why would you take that out?
That was taken out after I asked Mr. Jefferson about it. He informed me that we've already taken care of that. So that's why it was removed.
Okay.
On this payroll budget,
Yes, ma'am.
the variance amount, what does that indicate?
The amount of overtime,
For this year,
that was last year.
for 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
24, 20.
The fiscal year 25. Yes, so it ended July 31st. Well, let me correct that. So the payroll budget is for the W-2 wages. So that goes calendar year. So this is what the amount that was paid in overage for last year calendar. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. And the salaries have not changed. So from July 1st to June 30th, it will, the base salaries will typically be the same. But this shows the W-2 wages from 2024. And so we're budgeting those, the positions that are open and the current employees that we have now, with a cap on overtime of 450,000.
You said with the cap on overtime,
Yes, of 450,000.
$450,000.
Yes.
For 2026.
Yes, ma'am.
Does this take into account paying all our arrears to be at 8%, just going forward?
The overtime budget?
No.
I mean, the payroll budget?
The total budget, I mean, is that payments to TVA for our arrears also, or?
So,
Let me answer that.
okay, go ahead.
I put together a plan, Alderman Moore, that's been, is going to be discussed with TVA to plans A and B, and there's a copy of it in here, but it addresses the first 90 days to 6 months, and then once our billing and meter reading is stable, I've put two amounts in there to pay arrears. The arrears are extravagant.
Don't go into that.
Okay.
Good help here.
Okay, but there's a plan, there is a plan to pay on the arrears, I'll put it that way.
Any other questions? Okay, Mr. Jones, thank you. We will be looking at this, of course, you know, we will have our public hearing, so if we have any questions for you prior to that, we will be getting back with you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 14, I entertain a motion to authorize RFP for a utility engineering consultant. Their motion to authorize RFP for a utility engineering consultant firm.
That's so moved.
It's been moved by Alderman Moore. Is there a second?
What's the purpose? The primary purpose?
Let's go ahead and get a second, then we'll discuss. Is there a second? Don't get a second, you should have discussed. Is there a second? Is there a second? Motion is going to die for a lack of a second. I've asked you.
Well, we need some clarity. I know it's
Well, if we
discussion.
get a second, Alderman Mayor, because then we can have a discussion for the clarity. It doesn't mean we have to vote on it, especially just if we needed to discuss.
Mr. Mayor, I think that they can pose the question on the Robert's rules, they can pose a question and then you can call for a second, because you can have a discussion in between it without having, if the mayor so inclined to engage in a discussion, you can limit that discussion, but in particularly if they have a question of.
Okay, thank you for that correction. So,
I just want to, because I know we talked about it, but before I second, I want to know the what is it? RFP for what?
for the utility engineering consultant.
Yes, and Mr. Jones, what's the purpose of that as,
Okay.
I know you told us. but-
Yes. In the TVA report, in the TVPPA report, in the Public Service Commission, that's the only time I'm gonna mention it.
Hang on. Just so that he can speak freely about this, and so that the board can ask any questions freely about it, I recommend that y'all probably do that in executive session. Just for the discussion of it. Because you all probably have follow-up questions.
And you have mentioned it in the previous.
Yes, yes. It's something that I've been asking for the years since I've been here.
Yeah, one of the things.
Yeah, one of them.
We did it, thank you.
Okay. Report from department heads. Lord, should we do withdraw your motion?
Okay, yes. Feel later.
Withdraw. Withdraw his motion.
Got that going on. It never stops.
Okay, Mr. Thomas?
Hey, boy, how y'all doing?
How you doing?
I'm just here today to present my calendar of events and hope you guys make a motion and get some events passed that we plan on having for this month.
You have a question, I saw the, service side out there, so service is here.
Yes, they doing, I think, all American circus,
I have one question on the ninth.
You're available.
You remember I called you about the ninth this morning?
Yes.
And I see you got something scheduled there.
September the 9th. But the time frame that you normally have it, I mean, that's on the Tuesday. No, you're available for the Tuesday on that there. But I mean, I had already made the calendar prior to you calling on that particular event. I mean, but we can end up canceling.
No, I did, but you didn't tell me. You told me that Shirley was gonna be on that Monday. I did.
No, that's different. That's alumni cheerleader. You look at Monday, that's champion for it. That's who you already made a motion for.
On the ninth is when I had asked for.
Yes. You had asked originally for the 8th and you came back on the 9th.
Right. Well, you got something scheduled on that.
Cause like I said, it was made prior, so you were available for that 9th.
For when?
On the 9th, September the 9th.
And you just already made the calendar.
Yeah, the calendar's already made. You called me today about that.
Oh, okay, so then what you have scheduled on here for the ninth, you gonna delete that or?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
What's alumni cheerleading?
Well, initially, that was for our upcoming alumni game because they was redoing the gymnasium over there at Holly Springs. But I think they just got finished on yesterday, last night. So now I think that will be available because the gymnasium is available now.
Is that the cheerleader dance that we voted on?
No, just Holly Springs alumni cheerleaders for the upcoming.
But the one that we did vote on, they've been practicing.
Yeah, they've been practicing on. They practice on Monday from 5 to 8, I think.
So I see here that you're not only scheduled for the multi-purpose, also you see where you got the football game scheduled. As well.
Yes,
16 senior citizen activities.
Well, I want to kind of open it back up. Prior to me coming on, they stated to me that, like say, some senior citizens come in and walk and things like that there. So that's the reason why I bring it back. Like, I know a lot of senior citizens like adult pickleball and things like that. So from their time frame, they can have to be able to utilize it for that.
And sometimes.
Yeah, from like 8 to 12.
What does it get to do with Parks and Rec, the classic car show?
Well, that's something that me and Miss Battle, Mr. Bingham, Miss Lumpkin, all of us, they came up with is trying to do something around, I think that's homecoming weekend. Yeah, so that's what that is. So I just put it on the calendar and whatnot.
So tourism putting events on.
Yeah, they haven't put on these events on.
That question again, Joe?
So I'm asking, is the Holly Spring tourism
They,
putting these events on right here?
yeah, they have a coincide, Miss Battle, yeah.
Will we be getting any money out of these?
Yes,
So for this one right here?
And this
yeah. Okay.
So we just raising money to help us in the city.
Yes, that's what it is.
Volleyball tournament, what would that be?
That's a city event like we did, like for the kickball, for all the departments, fire department, utility department, police department, things of the nature there. So every month we're gonna try to do different events to try to get all the departments out to coincide. So that's what that's for.
One more question, who over this right here?
That's Miss Battle, Miss Benita Ramey, Miss Lumpkin, Mr. Bingham, and me.
Yeah, city.
That's a good question, man. That's a good question.
Oh, this is on the square?
On the square,
Y'all gonna be sitting around the square? Yeah. Walk around the square, sit?
It's just gonna be on the square. They came up painting city. It's something that they came up with the ladies. I mean, you might know more about it.
Oh, so you wanna do the square? I thought the Marshall County.
Or down the lawn. They are allowed to see.
You stand on the square, they talk about on. Right.
Is that on the courtyard or is that around the building?
I think it's just back around the square like that. Yeah.
Outside.
From my understanding, Miss Battle, she can go into detail more about that.
I don't see it. This, I like the open gym concept we're talking about today. But have you, what age is, or how you promote, because you know, I hate to say, senior citizens. But we want to make sure that the security is
Yeah, that's the thing. That was took me a while for doing that there. But right now, I'm gonna open it up for, like I say, probably 18 and up. And then probably on next one, I'll probably do the younger kids and whatnot, since they just not going back to school. I'm just trying to open up the multi for everybody, not just for the kids, it's for everybody.
You really want to consider that too, because I see 1 to 5, and I'm sure they don't get out of school till.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why, because that's when our staff was on hand, like from 1 to 5. So that's when I just put that particular time frame. But a lot of times it extend over, then I have to stay out, late out the front.
Mr. Thomas, thank you for what you did. I'm going to take Alderman John's recommendation that these two items here that I need to get with tourism on.
Okay.
Since they're responsible, not directly involved with the recreation department. But I get with her, get some clarity on what's going to be needed, because with this car show and all, I'm sure with these traffic control, such things as that, on that, and what they're going to be snipping on. He's declared for that, but I'll give him the valve on that. Volleyball tournament is going to be in the purpose. I thank the board that he would proceed with that.
Okay.
That plan. Martha Jones, so that he'll be trying to sift and sift.
All right, there.
Mr. Thomas, for all the employees, that's the volleyball tournament.
Yes,
And some had concern with the baseball that they did not know. So I don't know if you want to go through HR and let her help.
You said the concern with baseball?
Yeah, for our baseball games. They said, some of them said they didn't have. Oh, kickball.
Kickball. Oh, kickball. Gotcha.
Kickball.
Gotcha.
We will be ready to play. The
Yes.
Board of Aldermen and the mayor.
We'll get the word out.
Yeah, he said this for us or for everybody.
Yes, I mean, you can give you guys out.
Anyone from any department that wants to matter with the volleyball team, Alderman Mayor Wells gonna get her team.
Yeah, she can. She more than welcome.
Woman Harris, I just so there.
You gonna get your team?
Team for what?
Volleyball. You can play volleyball.
You know, you can score.
That's right. I'll be commentating. All right, anyone else have any questions? Let's talk.
15 years, so.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Thomas. Appreciate you coming back again. And, looking forward to what you're gonna be doing at the, buffet and with the recreation park.
All right, thanks so much.
Making sure Mr. Jones don't have to come up here. Good evening, good evening. I just wanted to let everyone know that today was the launch of Holly Springs Working Advantage. We will be able to use our perks and benefits going forward. Please check your email. I'll be sending a link. If you have more questions, please give me a call or stop by the office and I'll walk you through it. Special thanks to everybody that supported me during the Lunch and Learn last week. And we're about to take advantage of perks and benefits. So thank you all.
Now, one of the things, thank you for that, Dr. Allen. One of the things I had spoken to Mayor,
Terry.
Get it right.
Orientation and going over handbooks with all of the employees for in your, under your purview. And I don't know if you've begun the process of that. And then in terms of HR, what other things, I know orientation for new employees, right now we don't have any. And so I felt or would suggest that with that time could be particularly since we are under a new administration, making sure that all of the employees understand. I know that their superior, their supervisors are doing that, but since you're HR and since you're coming before us, that I wanted to mention that to you. I think it's so important that we revisit the expectations, getting to work, time for leaving for work, and I know the mayor is the direct superintendent, I hate that word, or supervisor for all of the employees. However, when there are some things that we experience as board members, of course, we bring them to the mayor's attention, but I thought to be more proactive and make sure that the standards are set, the expectations are set. Perhaps you can look into that.
Yes, ma'am. I'm currently also updating the handbook via the Mississippi Personnel Board as well as OPM website. I have talked to Attorney Perry, so we have been working towards the handbook. Yes, ma'am. But in the process, maybe we could schedule meetings or I could go to different departments and just reiterate those things that will probably stay in the handbook. But yeah, it is outdated and we are working.
And I think that because of the 60-day window that we afforded our mayor for employee performance, employees evaluations. I know that, what is this, second month?
Today has a 6 month.
6 months. He had a 6 month.
Oh, 60 days.
You said 60 days, that's it, 6 months.
He had 6 months.
Yeah, right. What did I say? 60 days. Okay, 6 months. But I think that, having all of that in place, that structure in place, to make sure that, I don't know what time, according to the, Mr. Mayor, for, employee evaluations, I know that with 3 months, it'll probably be time.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
what instrument are we using and so forth and so on. And so I just thought I would put that out there so that everyone will understand. And I can't speak for any other board member, but I will be asking those questions in
Yes, ma'am.
terms of were they orientated, were these expectations clear to them, did they sign for this, that they had read all of the handbook and understood it, whether they agreed with it or not. If they read it, and do we have their signature for that, in case once those 6 months are up, and the evaluation, if there was one done, letting them know when it will be done. Because we'll be looking for that information in case the mayor brings us someone.
Okay.
And we know that he probably would not, but.
Yes, ma'am.
We just want to make sure it's.
During the orientation process, I do let the new employees know that it will be over an hour. And we do go through some of the important pages of the handbook, and they do sign off on it. That's one of the requirements. But we really, it needs to be updated overall. And so myself and Attorney Perry are working towards updating that. And so I'll put an extra priority on it for you. Yes, ma'am.
Will we see the handbook before it's approved? Will we?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. Yes, ma'am.
So what's your timeline approximately for the handbook completion or update? This is what, September?
September.
Get out of budget season.
Yeah, after the
So
budget.
the end of October?
Yes, ma'am. Or it could probably be before, maybe the second board meeting in October. I try to have some type of draft for you. Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right. Be looking for my email for your discounts and perks as well. All right. Thank you.
Good evening again. I would like for the mayor and the board to know that our blue light patrolling is going very well. We're receiving praises from the community. So as we move forward, when we're able to hire more officers, we'll have more blue light patrolling. Also, this Thursday, which is September the 4th, we're having our first Bible study at the police department. We're going to have Russ College student chaplain, Markavian Jaheen. So he and some other Russ College students will be at the police department, and everyone is invited. 6:00 p.m. Holly Springs Police Department in the training. And next month we're supposed to have Pastor Andrew Cheers, and I forgot the name of the young man for November. But I would definitely reach out to your pastor that just left and your husband again.
Will that be weekly or just once a month?
That's once a month, first Thursdays of every month, 6:00 p.m. We went Thursday because most churches do their own Bible studies prior to Thursday. I
did send Chief, I don't know if I sent it to you, some things to perhaps post on the website, on social media concerning bus stops, bus lanes for the beginning of the school year. Another thing that I sent was perhaps a day with the Holly Springs Police Department. And then I have some other ideas that I will share with you all as well.
Good, sounds good.
Appreciate what you all are doing.
Yes, ma'am, we're excited.
Positive.
Thank you.
Great. Awesome. Don't forget about trick or treat. Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
Good evening, Mayor, Port Alden. Captain Weeks, for the ones that don't know, for the ones that do know, I'd like to reiterate, just stepping in for the absence of Chief Crane. He's gone to the coast for training. As of right now, we have nothing. He wanted me to let you know at the time we don't have anything, but if you have any questions, I can answer them.
Great representation.
Thank you.
Anyone have any questions, Captain Wade?
See y'all next time.
How y'all doing? As long as this is, I'm gonna give every last one of y'all a copy of what I got.
Well, I had to make copies of that one for you to read it out.
This makes three. He just gave me that long two that.
Yeah, but you got two there. Right?
Oh, okay. Here you go.
No, I'm saying. That makes three estimates. This makes.
What is
1 second.
So what?
See, we discuss it all with us. Second session.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we got 3 quotes now.
I didn't know
I
that
know.
out there.
Okay. Yeah. But that's 3 good prices. They all within $1,000 each other.
Yeah, pay $200.
Before you go any further with that, we're going to discuss this matter in executive session.
Right.
And with that note, what I have is for executive session also, unless anyone has questions for me.
Anyone have anything from Mr. Jones? Interesting.
What is it?
Yes.
You going to executive session?
You can leave it with me.
Okay, report discussion from Board of Aldermen. One from the board, has anything?
I don't have anything, the report is out requested. Other than the work order. Yeah. No, I don't have any. What? I don't have anything.
Anyone have anything?
No, I just would like to thank everybody for your prayers on last Friday when I had the accident. Thank you all for helping me lift it up. That's all.
Here, no other comments from the Alderman. I would just like to report, that, on September the 9th, you have heard me refer to, Mr. Thomas, but on September the 9th, I will be hosting a town hall meeting. There's some discussion that I think the city needs to know about, and I'm both will be open for questions and answers at that time. You ought to see that we do not have public comments in here. So what we're going to do at the town hall meeting, those that have comments or whatever discussion they may want to bring before the board, we can do it at that town hall meeting, so that will be scheduled for September the 9th at 6 o'clock. So mark your calendars. We'll be looking to see all you there too, that we may inform you of what we have going on, and expectations here within the city.
What do you want to hold it, sir?
And the month first.
What time?
6 o'clock. 6 p.m. Okay. At this time, we're going to ask for a motion to go into closed session to discuss going into executive session.
Yeah.
Then the motion by Alderman Jones that we go into closed session to discuss going into executive session. Is there a second?
I say.
Second by Alderman Hodges, all in favor, sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carried.
Let's see.
Not trying to remember ramen. We're not strict ramen. The motion made by Alderman Shields, second by Alderman Moore to enter into executive session to discuss personnel issues in HSUD, litigation update in HSUD, and potential litigation with HSUD. I don't care. Been better? How are you? Oh,
Being patient and waiting until we get back out here, we're gonna, Madam Clerk is going to read the decisions of our executive session.
There was a motion made by Alderman Hodges, second by Alderman Moore, to authorize the settlement of all claims for the property located at 377 West Boundary for the sewage, and to accept the quote from Mitchell Electric Plumbing in the amount of $7,034. Motion passed. 4 ayes, 1 nay. There was a motion made by Alderman Merriweather, second by Alderman Jones, to hire Atwell Schmidt as the engineering consulting firm for the utility department. Motion passed. 4 ayes, 1 nay. And those are all the motions that took place.
Do we have any other business for open session? Is there a motion that, we adjourn the meeting?
Move to adjourn.
Motion, Shipp, is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Alderman Moore, all in favor, sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carries.